That's Staniswski, Lieutenant over Investigations. Sunday, October 29th, approximately 6:12 a.m. Call was made to 911 reference a shooting that occurred at 5501 Avenue F. Officers arrived and located 4 victims that had been shot. The details of the location: they were having a costume party at the time, and it was reported that the suspect was dressed as Santa Claus and was currently outside the residence. When officers arrived, the 911 call stated what the suspect. You know,
Sorry, I'm just saying.
Okay, I thought you. The suspect was described as a white male wearing a Santa Claus outfit, and he was at a neighbor's residence. Officers located the suspect with a gun. The gun was on the ground, and the suspect was taken into custody without incident. The suspect was identified as Randall Jones, white male, 32 years old. During the investigation, officers and detectives discovered that there was a Halloween costume party. About 6 a.m., Jones was reported to be highly intoxicated, and the group that was remaining at the house asked him to try to calm the situation down and asked him to go to his room. Jones did live at this location. He returned to the residence and fired 1 shot. At that time, Michael McCluskey attempted to intervene and at the time, Jones came out of his room and fired 1 shot into the ground. Michael, while everybody else scattered, Michael went after Jones in an attempt to protect everybody. During the disturbance, several shots were fired, and Jones received several shotgun wounds. Jones received shot several times. Hold on, let me start over.
Go back to the point where there was the party. The friends said, "Randall, you're drunk, go to your room." So what happened? He went to his room?
Okay. During the party, Jones became highly intoxicated. The individuals that were left at the residence asked Jones to calm down and go to his room, at which time Jones did go to his room, but returned with a firearm. He fired 1 shot. Everybody in the residence at that time scattered, attempt to get away from the fight. Gosh, I'm sorry.
You good, Bob?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Jones fired 1 shot. At that point, everybody in the residence scattered. Michael McCluskey at that point tried to protect everybody in the residence and went after Mr. Jones. During this disturbance, several shots were fired, and Mr. McCluskey received several wounds to his body. Also, the 2 other individuals received wounds from the gunfire. 3 individuals received gunshot wounds. 2 were transported to the hospital. At 3:16, Mr. McCluskey succumbed to his wounds and was pronounced deceased.
You said shotgun at one point? Is that the
No, it was not a shotgun. It was a handgun.
Do you know if it was his gun or the homeowner's gun?
At this time, we do believe that it was Mr. Jones' gun.
Lieutenant, was Mike or any of the others who were still at the party, were they Jones's roommates?
One of the victims that was transported was a roommate. Michael was unknown to Mr. Jones, as in he came to the party with somebody else. He did not live there, and they weren't personally related.
And so you said he fired a shot into the ground. To confirm, that's a shot into the ground at the house, right?
Correct. And that's what started the everybody scattering, and Michael, Mr. McCluskey, interceded to try to protect the other people.
Did it spill over into the front yard, or was everything in the house?
Everything was inside the house.
Do you know the status of the other 2 victims who were taken to the hospital?
There was 2 total taken. Mike and one other person. One was released from the scene. The other person at the hospital is still in serious condition.
Are murder charges being contemplated?
Yeah, they will be firing a murder charge on Mr. Jones this afternoon, and most likely follow up with 3 aggravated assault.
And so, just to confirm, one person was shot who was not transported to the hospital. Is that because the bullet grazed them? What was the situation?
It could have been a ricochet. It was a very minor wound.
Do you know where in the body they were wounded?
No.
Did the suspect have a criminal history at all?
I don't know about the criminal history from the suspect.
And how is he now? You know, he was intoxicated when this happened. Is he aware of what he did? Like, what happened?
He did not want to speak to us at the time, and we have not talked to him since, so we don't know its current emotional status.
We'll take one more question.
So,
So
he,
you said-
he walked down the street several houses and took the gun with him to another family's home, correct?
Correct.
And what did he do when he got to that home?
He sat on the ground and waited for police to arrive.
Did he alarm that family who, I mean, did they know what was going on? Did they get woken up to this person with a gun in his hand?
They did wake up, and certainly that would be alarming. Anybody coming at your house in the morning with a gun is going to be alarming.
Lieutenant, what advice for, this apparently happened fast, but in this kind of situation, an individual comes out, you know, how do you want people to react to this situation? Not saying that Mike did anything wrong with that, but you know, how should people respond to this, especially before the holiday season starts?
Absolutely. I mean, if there's a shooting around you or you hear shots fired, I mean, the most important thing is that you take cover and try to protect yourself. Also, try to. It may be hard in that situation to learn where the shots are coming from, but you don't want to just blindly run to a location because you might be running into the direction of danger instead of away. So, if you are in that kind of situation, you know, try to be aware of your surroundings and do the best you can to protect yourself.
Do you think there was a struggle over the gun?
That's part of the investigation. We're still looking into that.
Thank you guys. That's it.